What's up everyone, we're back with another Gundam Evolution gameplay video today, starting off here as Heavy Arms on this Flag Fort match. And this is a little bit of a special match today. You may have actually already seen the POV of this match if you follow Zombiemauler on YouTube, a fellow Gundam Evolution content creator of mine. This is one of the first times we matched up against each other. I think we've both been playing the game since launch, but aside from, I think, being on the same team one time in Ranked, which unfortunately I believe we did lose that game, we've never really played against or with each other much, so this was kind of these matches we played in the last couple days was some of the first times we got to battle it out with each other. And like I said, he already posted his POV of this match. He also posted his POV of another match we played against each other in, so I'll be sure to link to both of those below. He's also teamed up with Exio, the Zawano, in this particular match, who recently did also start uploading Gundam Evo content, and I think he also posted his POV of, I don't know if he's done this match, but he did do the other match, so I'll be sure to link that as well. I'll just say, starting off here, it does not go too great for us. This heavy arm pick, I was trying to make it work, but Zombiemauler is destroying me from afar with those Gundam headshots, and up close and personal, I've got Exio on the season, as well as Wing Zero, a very good Exio player, also giving me some trouble, so it's going to be a bit rough to start off, so I felt it might be a good time to also talk about my thoughts on the final dev stream, some of the stuff they showed there. I thought about making a video about it like I normally do for, you know, new season patch notes, but kind of a special situation where the patch notes are for the current season and the stuff with the new suits and everything is for an upcoming season that's like a month away still. I decided not to make a video on it and just kind of talk about it here, but for those of you who don't know, they did reveal the final two mobile suits. We are getting Zeta Gundam and Kampfer, and they showed a good amount for Zeta Gundam. They had like an actual, you know, cinematic trailer also showcasing the two new maps that are coming in that season, which also look really cool. It's kind of unfortunate that we're getting all these new maps right at the end and we didn't have a chance to play them more. But Zeta Gundam is going to be our third flyer, which is cool. I know a lot of people were suggesting that we should get another flyer suit, and I'm happy about that as well. I haven't been playing Ashmar as much these days, but I do like that style of gameplay of flying up and being able to escape quickly or attack from the skies. And Zeta Gundam, they're saying, is kind of a mid to long range, I believe, which those are normally my type of suit. You know, the close range stuff, not necessarily, but usually mid to long range works pretty well for me, not always the case. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. It looks a little weird though. It's a passive biosensor where, based on how they sound, any sort of damage you do increases the buildup on your passive, and then that increases the amount of damage you do with, I'm not sure if it's just your main gun and some of your abilities or all of your abilities, but basically, yeah, it sounds like your damage is going to be low to start off, and then when you build up that biosensor passive, you do a lot of damage. So that seems like it's going to be a little hard to balance. You know, is it going to feel too weak when you don't have biosensor charged? Is it going to feel okay, and then when it's charged, it's going to feel too strong? That might be a little bit tough to balance. Hopefully they do it right, but it does look cool. Also, the flying mode has like a shield on the front, and you can battering ram people with it too, which is a pretty cool addition to that to make it more unique from the other flying suits. So overall, it looks very cool. It does look strong, but you know, I think most suits usually look strong from the previews, and then when we finally get them, really only, I'd say, Susanoo and maybe Hyperion have been that strong on release. The rest have usually been pretty okay. So we'll have to see how that goes. And Kampfer, unfortunately, it was mostly just kind of a teaser for him. They didn't get to show off much else, but it does sound like it's going to be kind of similar to Zaku Ranged, where it's going to be a very mobile suit, but not vertically mobile, like Barb and Exia, just with a lot of dashes and close range combat. So they said actually that it's going to have two weapons. So I'm assuming it's going to work like Dyname's, where you can just, one of your abilities is dedicating to swapping between the two. I don't know if there's going to be any sort of dash bar change with that. They may not even know yet. They said it's still in development. But you're going to have a shotgun as one of your weapons, so you can get in close and dash around with that. And you're also going to have a bazooka, which might be a little bit more of a long range option. Or maybe just better for killing people with people when they're grouped up. And then they also said that one suit is also going to have a passive where when you deal damage, it recharges some of your boost gauge. So that sounds pretty cool. Also potentially extremely annoying to deal with. But I'm kind of excited to see how that plays out. I'm sure it'll be a lot of fun to play. It'll also be probably pretty frustrating to play against, but I'm definitely excited to see how that one works out as well. And then I believe for the final map, I think that's a demolition map. And honestly, all three maps they showed visually look really good. I know a lot of people were disappointed that Buried City was just kind of buildings in a desert. These do look cooler. You know, we have one of them is like a lava map, and there actually is going to be lava with like a new kind of mechanic where when you walk over the lava you take damage, so you have to get off it. pretty quickly. It looked like, assuming the sample they were showing was a suit at full HP, I think they should have Hyperion on the lava. He died pretty quick, so if it is full HP, then you're going to want to get out of that lava as fast as you can. And then the other map was kind of a snow map, and its gimmick was that part of the map changes as the match goes on. So like I think it's based on the specific point you're on. So I think first point, you know, once time gets to a certain point, things start changing with it. And then I think the second point, because I believe that was a point capture map, and then the second point also has changes related to that. So really, both of them looked cool. They also showed the last map, which I think was Demolition. And they didn't show as much for that one, but it also looked pretty cool. It's like a space indoors map, maybe some outdoor part, but I think they only showed the indoors. But that one I don't think is finished yet, at least since they didn't show off as much for it. But overall, really cool stuff. It's a shame that we're getting all this just when the game is ending, because it's really the Season 6 stuff, the new suit and the 2 new maps, really just seems like the type of content that people have really kind of wanted for a long time. So that does look really cool. And I'm excited to get it, even if we do have it for a shorter period of time. But if you haven't checked out that dev stream, I think it was really good. You know, the devs, it really did seem like those guys, at least on that dev stream, really do care a lot about the game. The fact that they're still working on this stuff, even when the game has been canceled. So I'm sure a lot of the shutting down stuff was out of their hands. So excited to see, you know, what we're going to really get to deal with for the rest of the game's lifespan. But either way, that was the first round. Like I said, I was getting bullied a lot on heavy arms. We're going to see how we switch it up going into our offense. Alright, so like I said, the heavy arms was not cutting it. I've decided to switch over to Zaku Range. It's been a little bit since I've done a video on them, so hopefully this is good. I do feel like I'm a little bit rusty with them, especially to start off here. I'm dealing with Exio, not really the ideal situation for Z2R. You can burn him down quick, but you gotta be good with the aim, because he's got a small frame and hard to hit. And with that, Susanoo Exio coming in again, hitting me with Tri-Punch from afar. I'm pretty scared, trying to slip away, and I do get picked off. But I think I'm in a prime spot here to get repaired. Exio's coming in again, but he's kind of distracted. He's picking up a lot of kills, so he's got that armor. And looks like we had a couple people go over the bridge. Maybe just one. Marsai went in deep. And now me and Hyperion are pushed into this corner. I smoke out just so I don't get hit by that as well, but we end up both going down. And not a great start here either. The switch may not be working quite yet, but like I said, a little bit rusty, so I do want to give it a bit more time to work here. And I do think heavy arms is still going to be rough on offense with what they've got. But it looks like we've also got a sniper now. I don't believe we had that last round, unless I wasn't paying close enough attention. Yeah, a lot of people like running sniper, especially on first point here. I don't think it's bad, but you know, defensive teams, if they're organized, they can kind of just all hold indoors, and then sniper's pretty garbage, but that usually doesn't happen outside of like competitive or maybe even high-level ranked, or even, honestly, even in ranked, I've never seen a team just from the start go for the full indoor hold. Definitely a competitive strategy that people will do. But here it looks like I'm finally going to get Exio when he's got his attention kind of drawn elsewhere. I made sure to grab that health pack tonight from him, and we also pick up the kill on the Hyperion. And a couple of them are left, Exio and heavy arms, but we're all pushing in here. We've almost got halfway up the cap on A point, and Exio goes down as well. And this is looking pretty good. We're a little rusty at the start there, but it does look like we're going to be able to get A point with a decent amount of time remaining. A couple of them still coming in to kind of contest one by one, but not too worried about that, especially now that Marsai's hook is down. And I don't think he has his G maneuver yet, thankfully. So we are going to get this here. It's like Sniper, I think, and Hyperion might be a little bit held forward. I mean, that's Gundam there. So also gave us some space. Now we got to push up this hill, which can be a little, this area can be a little bit difficult for Zaku. If the team is all holding that choke up there where I'm looking at, then I can push to the right side and get a little bit of a flank going. There's a couple routes over there. But they've got a good amount of ranged between Heavy Arms, Gundam, and Marsai, so depending if they hold multiple routes there, it can be tough for me. And right there, almost dying to that super napalm. Zombiemauler actually, in his video, he was like, oh wow, I almost got a kill with that. And yeah, that was me. I didn't realize it still hadn't come back down after he threw it right up into the sky. But now we're pushing through this choke real hard. We got a full team kill. Didn't even really see half of what happened there. It looks like Hyperion ult was part of it. But I still got my ult. Still got the Ashamar punch. And we're already getting some time on the point, already over 25. Hopefully we can at least get 50. They've got a couple there. I tried to cut off that Exia in his Trans Am, but whiffed. Didn't get Susan either. And we are over 50, but this is starting to fall apart. grab this health pack and try and come back, but I'm the only one left, and they know it. They spot me out there. Can you imagine if I still had my axe right there? Maybe they wouldn't have grouped up like that if they didn't know I already used it, but that could have been good. Maybe would have got... Maybe could have lived. I would have had to kill, you know, 4 people on my own, so even with the axe, that may have been tough. But we got our 50%, so this is definitely still doable in the amount of time we have. Nice hook. Sasawano there to start off this little push. I'm burning a little, but I'm okay with pushing up. Just trying to get to that bubble as quick as I can so someone else can help me finish off the Hyperion. And he is not able to back up away, and we've almost got a full team kill again. Just Gundam and Heavy Arms, and I think Gundam went down. Starting to get time on the point again. There's a Marasai ult there. I guess it was the enemy one. Didn't look like he connected it with anyone. And he died right after. We're 75% now. I smoked right there preemptively because I wasn't sure who he was going to go for with that. And it looks like a triple kill, oh, a double kill with Super Napalm. One of the kills was on the other Super Napalm, so I'm not sure that really counts. We're almost full here. Surviving on the point, just to deny a little bit more time, take him out. They're still contesting a little bit, but Heavy Arm slips away. I think that may be what we needed to get that final percent. And honestly, we turned it around pretty good there. Actually ended up making a faster offense than enemy team did, which will give us that advantage going into overtime. Alright, so we're back on the defense now for this overtime round. Last time Heavy Arms was the defense, now we're doing the Z2R defense to see how that works. Not the best start. They get that hook right away. Tried to do what I could to disrupt that by throwing in my nade. He did still go down. Pick up a kill. New Gundam. He's getting shot from above. I just helped out a little bit there. And honestly, I'm not sure what the best spot to hold is with Zaku ranged here. I think this is probably okay where I'm at. You know, I don't really have a monopoly on this health pack because I got my team with me here too, but probably better than holding the bridge since I don't think they're going to push that too hard. This left side here actually is probably an okay spot to hold as well, but that new shooting at me from above. Just in here, I think I'm safe. But no, he didn't forget about me. Fired off that Hyper Bazooka as well. And I probably could have stayed. I think the health pack just came up. I decided to back up since we see that someone is backcapping here. Here, get Ashmar down. Go for the axe on Zombie Mauler. Don't want to mess with that. He did go down, but I'm so low I wasn't able to secure the kill. And Gun Tank and a couple others come in, get him back up. And as soon as he pops back to life, puts a bullet in my face. I do go down. And there's Super Napalm coming out. A little bit off the point. I think he intended to get it back a little bit farther. But it does look like they're still mostly winning this fight. So that may be a point there. Which is a bit unfortunate. If we locked him out at a point, we would have guaranteed the tie or the win. No matter what we did on our offense. But now we definitely do have to do something since they were able to that point. But they've only got a minute 30 since that did go down to the last seconds for them to get that point. And they used a couple G maneuvers as well. We also used a few, including my own. There's the core fighter coming in. There's the Marsa G maneuver. Not really sure what happened there. He may have fired it a little too high. Looked like the animation completed before he died, but I don't think anyone got stunned. So that one being gone is good. Don't believe they've used the Trans Am yet. Have to keep an eye out for that. And I'm a little worried dueling with him there, so I decided to smoke him back up safely. Looks like he's killing some of the rest of my team. He gets punched out. I finished that off, but they're coming back in again. Marsai's there. I'm not going to risk that. I'm going to play it back a little bit safer. And there comes the Ashmar punch. Narrowly misses out on me. Ends right before it connects with my face. Just kind of falling back here and working with the space I have. Gun Tank comes in close, but I'm okay with that, especially right after getting the health pack. That's where I do all my damage. And he's really only got the cannons in that range there. Tried to dodge past the Exio coming in, but he does get to stun, but it looks like I forced him to back up as well. Slowly healing up here. Not really sure where anyone's at right now. We've kind of had to give up the high ground. Exio's on the point. The rest of his team hasn't quite caught up yet. He keeps getting me low, but he does finally go down to one of my teammates. And they got to make something happen here because the time is running out. They got 4 on the point, though. That's a little bit worrisome. Not a situation I really want to be in. I decided to smoke early, thinking about looking for the axe, but man, I go down so fast there. Went from 720 HP to basically instant death. I think I must have got headshot by both Marasai and Gundam there. So I got basically vaporized, and now they're making this hard for us. They've gotten over 50%. So we are going to have to do a lot more on the offense, but it looks like we're finally starting to clean up. Get this Ashmar down. Exio is left. Just use that axe because the round is almost over. And we are able to hold. but they certainly put in work there. We are going to have to do quite a bit on our offensive round to secure the win, but we have a good amount of time for it, so we'll see if we can do it. All right, starting our offense on the final round here. At a little under 3 minutes to take the first point, starting off well with the Sosby. And honestly, I don't mind the running into the Sosby switch as Z2R. You know, he's got that big shield, so it's kind of hard to find him from in front, but he's also such a big target that since you're, you know, it can kind of be hard to hit things from mid-range with the spread of this gun. I actually kind of like fighting him because he's so big and I can just shred his shield for my teammates. But trying to see what I can do here for my Marside teammate here. Get the Exio before he's able to grab that health pack. And I do get the revive just in time. Looks like we've been trading a little bit on the other side here. Heavy Arms pushes up too far there, so we are going to pick up the kill here. And this is looking like a pretty quick take on A point. Are still a few of them still alive. Sosby's chasing down my Marside, but I'm able to finish him off. Get the repair once again. Only got one on the point right now, though, but I think there's still a bit for something to get back. I checked back on Marside, see what he was doing there. He's just standing still, but he was calling out and thanking me for getting that double repair on him. Survived down on the Zaku melee. Comes Exia, another fight in this corridor, but he forced him to back up. But I hear the Trans M go off, and I decide I'm not going to mess with that. This Exia is pretty good. Wing Zero's pretty good. I'm not going to wait and see what he can potentially do with that Trans M, so I'll trade my G maneuver for that gladly. And with that, A point is secure. We're going to make our way about 3 minutes again for the B point. And we got to beat that 57.9%. So we used my G maneuver, and I think that's it actually. I don't think Marsai or Sniper would have had theirs yet. So we got basically every other G maneuver coming up soon or already available. Punch from their Ashmar results in a lot of kills. That's pretty rough. Triple kill there. Let's see if I can make my way back to the point, though, to force them to kind of give up the choke. And the Zaku's here. Heavy Arms Zombie as well, and this looks like I'm probably going to back up. But I did force them away from the choke, so my respawning teammates can hopefully get back here a little bit easier. Clean up the kill on that Exia. And I'm going to get back on the point again. Sniper actually putting in some work here, getting some good snipes on their Gundam. Already past 25. This is looking good. We still have our Marside G maneuver and our Hyperion one, so we got a lot still available. Exio goes down again, and they got to make something happen here. Time's running out. Here comes the melee Zaku G maneuver. That's pretty scary. I smoke to get away. I'm almost dead. And I make a misplay there, deciding to reload when I almost had a full mag. Actually could have finished off Exio there if I had not been in that animation. But he does take me out. But it looks like I have Hyperion ult. Clean up the rest of the people on the point. And that will result in the win for us. So a good match overall. I'll admit I chose this match over the other one, partially because we won, but also I think the other match, while it was cool to watch from Exio and zombiemauler's perspective, not so great from my perspective because our team was kind of just getting shut out. But yeah, really fun match overall. Definitely check out both zombiemauler and Exio if you haven't. Exio, really good Susanoo player. Zombiemauler, mainly Exia, but as you can see, he's very scary with Gundam and other suits as well, so definitely, you know, check them out if you're looking for some more Gundam Evo content. And also, you know, let me know what you guys think about the new suits and everything we saw on the dev stream. I know this is kind of a divided video, but I'm curious to hear those thoughts as well. So that's going to be it for me this time, guys. Thanks again for watching. You can always catch me live on Twitch if you want to see more, or stay tuned here on YouTube for more videos. So thanks again, and I'll see you next time.